If the court would have revoked her bond, a young man named Zachary Kenny might still be alive.
Were you the one who got her bonded out the first time?
Yeah.
Bro, Jay Yoma, you quite literally killed a man.
I didn't kill anybody. I represented diligently. I did well on my client's behalf.
If a school shooter went into a school, killed 30 people, should he be let out on bond?
If that was my client, I'd argue for him to be out on bond. Just because if you're charged with a crime does not mean you should be paying the price for something you're accused of doing.
What's good, Jay?
Hey, what's up, dude? What's going on?
What new case are you working on?
Dude, like I was out in Japan, and I was like picking up a bunch of there's a couple murders, continual sexual abuse of a child,
Oh my
assault of a child, like aggravated sexual assault of a child. So
And you're defending these pieces of shit? Oh.
I'm defending people who are charged with crazy crimes. So
Okay,
that could be
with the sexual abuse of a child, is it on video?
I can't say,
Yeah,
but
fuck.
there's some stuff out there, and you know, I'm gonna do what I do on my cases. You know, I love doing this, Gideon. You know that, right? Like
You love defending pedos?
I love defending people who have a charge, no matter what it is, including you, including anybody who's out.
Okay. So you're putting my contempt of court in the same category of a dude hurting a literal child.
They were all accusations.
Is there any physical evidence tying them to this accusation?
Yeah, there's always evidence.
Physical.
Yeah, but there's ways around it, and the only way you'll find out is when you see me in court.
That's crazy. How many chomos have you defended?
I defended a lot of people who are charged with crimes. I don't know if you can call them chomos.
How many alleged chomos have you defended?
There's a lot of people. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's like a magnet. Like once they see what I can do on one guy's case, it's like the whole community knows and goes, "Hey."
The whole community, the whole chomo community.
Dude, don't you know? Like if you do well on like a person who shoots people, like a gangbanger, and they tell all their friends like how good you are, then they'll all come knocking. So it's pretty much like it's like a word of mouth thing.
So wait, you got chomos giving word of mouth to other chomos?
I'll have people who are accused of crimes, especially of that type of crime, and they let other people know how good I am. So then when they get the same crime, or when they get charged, they know who to call.
What do you mean? So they're running around with groups of people that are getting accused of the same crime.
I don't know. I just know that my business, the way it started is, first nobody knew me, right? Nobody knew who GMO was. And all it took for me is to take just a couple cases. And once I started doing my work on that, it's like when you make good results, it's like 10 to 20 more people come. And they say, I have the same problem. Help me out. I don't know. Just like you, I did your case. Did you tell somebody, dude, he's pretty good? Like, so you telling other people is the same thing other people do when I represent them. I represent diligently and I do my job well.
Oh my gosh, bro. Please stop defending chomos. They don't even pay good. I know you're not making no good money from no chomo, bro.
No, I defend, it drives me. It's not the money. It's the challenge. If it's something easy to win, it's like, I'll take it, but it doesn't do good for me. It's when it's like on video or when there's like a lot of evidence. That's what makes me keep going, So it's like my challenge in life is like to win the unwinnable cases. So then people can look back and say, damn, there's no way. And there is. It's me.
I do think we're going to see you one day do a high profile case. I feel like that is definitely on the horizon. But bro, you got to start practicing. You can't just say, I'm going to wing it in freaking trial. That's crazy.
No, dude, like when I said that shit, like, look, every attorney is different. Every attorney, like some people just prepare, and I'm like, bro, it doesn't work like that. Witnesses are not going to say the shit that you think they're going to say. It's not going to go the way you're going to think it's going to go. And so when you wing it, for me, when it comes to criminal cases, like I do so much better because it's like I'm right there, like listening to it for the first time in a sense, right? I'll know about the case. Like it's not like I just go in there blind. When it comes to like not properly, but like being rigid about the questions that you ask, it's like I don't do that anymore. Like I go right off right here, and I do better like that. You gotta come to my trial, bro.
I'll come to a murder one. I'm not coming to no freaking chomo one.
Dude, I realized like the shooting cases, murder cases, they're easier. They're a lot easier than like sexual assault of a child cases.
I wonder why.
Dude, like there's people who just willing to just convict your ass just because you have a charge, and that's like the craziest thing that I've seen. That they don't even know who you are. They don't even see the evidence. And just because you're charged with it, immediately they're just going to choose guilty, which would be an injustice, because anybody could be in that position, like literally anybody, you know? So that's how I look out for my clients, and I do good for them.
I'm gonna come to a murder one soon. I'll come. I will.
Oh, I'll let you know when the murder coming. Dude, some of them, I had this one girl, she made it to the news. She was on Fox 26. She was on the news, and she allegedly stabbed her boyfriend, like with a knife in front of a bunch of people. Some of it was on camera. The dude died, like right there, right on the scene. I can't.
That's who you're representing?
I'm representing him.
Wait,
like,
hold up. What's her name?
I can say it. It's on the public. Her name is Lisa Vanglar. It's on the news.
Oh, I see her.
Yeah.
Oh crap! You're representing her. Let's watch this case, y'all.
Tuesday's murder of a young man
This is like a
could have
continuous
been prevented
client.
if action
So
was
like I
taken
realize
against-
if I get dismissals and I do well for my clients, like they'll just keep doing the same thing, and they just keep calling me whenever they get in trouble. And I tell them, dude, you can do whatever you want in this world. Just make sure you call me if you ever get in trouble. And they follow
his
that.
accused killer. That 30-year-old woman violated her bond conditions several times while free from jail on injury to a child charge. Fox 26's Randy Wallace.
Oh my
joins us live
God!
from the courthouse with-
What did she do to the kid?
All right, so let me give you a background. I had her in Galveston, so I had a case with her. It was like a drug case, and I got that case dismissed like quick. And then she liked it. And then after that, like she picked up another charge, which is that injury to a child. The allegations are that she punched that child multiple times. She beat on him. She just passed out while after she beat on him. And then allegedly they had like a bunch of like markings on their body. She allegedly neglected them. So then I jumped on that case. So while I jumped on that case and I'm attacking it with the prosecutors, she was ordered to do a drug test, and she tested positive, and she just didn't show up to court. And then all of a sudden, like within 2 weeks, hell, no, less than 2 weeks, she allegedly murdered her boyfriend with a knife. And so like when that happened, I was like, I'll jump on that case. So immediately, like within a couple of days, I was on it. And now I'm fighting those two cases.
So you're fighting her beating on her child,
Allegedly, and the murder, allegedly.
Hey, do you sleep well at night?
Oh, I sleep really well. I sleep very, very well. Because I know that these are just allegations. Anybody.
How old is the child?
Allegedly, those children are like.
What do you mean allegedly? Like, what do you mean allegedly? Like, it's not no allegedly. How old are they? It's like, how old are they?
Anytime there's a charge, there's always gonna be allegedly. Age, whatever happened, location, is always an allegedly. All right. Allegedly, these kids were less than 10.
Oh my gosh, bro! Oh my gosh! What do you mean less than 10? How young is less than 10?
8 or 9.
Is she still in jail?
Yeah, she's still in jail.
Good.
The latest in his
I'm gonna
Netflix
argue for her to
series.
get out.
No! No!
Why?
Why do we need her on the streets?
Because she's my client, and I want her to be free. I want her to be out and enjoying her freedom while I fight her case. There's no sense for an individual to be in jail based on an accusation. I can argue that she's not a threat to society. It's just an accusation of what happened. And, I look forward to fighting this case in court.
Yeah, Carolina.
I'm telling you, if you look at my name, I have a lot of cases. They're all interesting
made it
stuff.
clear to the 495th
If you're going to spend a day in my
that
office,
she wasn't going to abide by her bond conditions
fun.
and get drug tested. If the court would have revoked her bond, a young man named Zachary Kenny might still be alive.
So, were you the one who got her bonded out the first time?
Yeah.
Bro!
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro! No, that's not funny! He could still be alive!
Prosecutors were so, I know, the prosecutors were like so mad that they were just like, dang, somebody would have been alive, or somebody would have been stabbed if they won the hearing to keep her in jail. But I was able to win that case, and she was out. So while she was enjoying her freedom, allegedly she stabbed the guy, and now it's my job to try to get her out again so she can be free.
You killed a man.
I didn't kill a man. I represented diligently. I did well on my client's behalf.
Jay Oman, you quite literally killed a man.
I didn't kill anybody. I did well for my client. I help people.
Jay Oman, if your client was still in jail, would that man still be alive?
I don't know what could have happened to him. I don't know. He might be a gangbanger. I don't know. He could have got shot by somebody else. Other things could have happened. I mean, we'll see what happens in trial.
So
Like,
this is my question: is it self-defense? What your client? Are you gonna go the self-defense route, or are you gonna go the someone else killed my client route?
it's possible. I mean,
It's
it just depends on what I see. I gotta see the evidence first, and then
okay,
once I
Jay.
see the
Let's say
evidence,
someone killed me and they came to you and asked you to defend them. Would you defend them?
well, allegedly they killed you. So what I'll do is I'll hold the cops accountable to make sure they do a thorough investigation, so then they can make sure that the person that they're charging, which would be my client, is the actual killer. But if it's not, based on my opinion of reading the evidence, then I'm going to argue that it's not. And I wouldn't want my client to go to prison for allegedly killing you when the real killer's out there. Does that make
Okay,
sense?
let's say you look at the evidence and the evidence is sound, and let's say it's on video. They killed me. It's on video. Would you represent them if they came to you?
I'll represent them because just because it's a video doesn't mean like case is open and shut. There's other investigations that should have been done. You know, I'm actually helping society doing this. You know that, right? As a criminal defense attorney, I help people. I make sure that the cops do a proper investigation and they don't just charge anybody and everybody for a murder or anything like that. So then innocent people like me and you don't go to jail for something that never happened.
September of
I
last
prevented
year,
you from going to jail.
Bro, this
For
bitch
an
looks
allegation.
deranged.
Huh?
Bro, there's no way she got money, bro. There is no way she got money to be paying you good.
It's I do it to help people.
Bro, she looks like Harley Quinn on crack.
That's exactly what I thought, but looks to me deceiving. She's actually a very nice woman. She's she works hard and she cares about her family. These accusations that they have against her are completely outrageous. So my job is
She cares about her family so much that she caught a murder charge and a beating on her child charge. That's how much she loves her family.
no. I just think that when you have a criminal case against you, that the cops will make you a target, and so that's just something that's unfortunate. If you have a criminal record, if you've been arrested before and you ain't cleaned that record, from that point forward, it's kind of like you'll always be viewed as a bad guy. And so my job is to try to prevent that from happening even at the beginning. You know, try to get the case dismissed. And then if I get the case dismissed, take it off the record. So it's like this never happened. So if I'm successful in dismissing the murder case and the injury to a child case, we could take that off her record. And it's like that never happened.
Vinglar punched her 10-year-old daughter in the face with a closed fist.
Drags her and pins her up against a wall, starts choking her where she couldn't breathe. So this was a pretty serious injury to child case.
That's the case you're working.
That is the case I'm working.
That's the case you got her out for.
Those are crazy allegations. Yes, and I got her out on bond on that one.
What did you tell the judge to get? What is the name of this judge? You know what? I gotta find the name of this judge because whoever that judge, what was her bond at before this?
I forgot, but all I know is that I got her out. I was able to show that she's not a threat to society. She's a good person. These are accusations.
Is she still with her kids? Was she still with her kids when she got out?
I have no idea. I'm not around my clients 24 hours. All I know is when I go to court, I do my work, I attack. Once I do my job and good things happen, they come to the next court date.
It's one thing we always joke and be like, you're letting villains back out on the streets. But like, we're actually seeing the villain that you let back out on the street, and now she killed somebody.
Allegedly killed somebody.
No, she killed him. It's on video.
No, it's not. It's allegedly. It's allegedly. I want to see everything else.
Was released from jail on a $50,000 bond. And
Oh no, whoever that judge was, you're all $50,000 bond for punching your. You know what? Actually, I'm more mad at the judge. I'm gonna be real. Wait, does she have to pay a bond or no?
Yeah. You whatever the bond is, usually is like you get paid 10% to get out. So if the bond is like 50,000, 10% of that's 5,000. So if you pay 5,000, you can be out on bond.
Serious injury to child case.
Vinglar is released from jail on a $50,000 bond and is ordered to undergo drug testing, something court records show she repeatedly failed to do.
They actually revoked her bond
In late December.
in late December for failure to do a drug test. And
A
then
few days later, it's reinstated.
yeah, and as we see this all the time, your bond gets revoked, then it gets reinstated, and she's back
That was me.
out.
I did that. I got her free, and she was very happy.
Can you not like read the room?
Wouldn't you be happy if I got you out on bond and the prosecutors were trying to keep you in jail the whole time, keep you away from your family, keep you away from making content.
Do you think her daughter's happy?
Eating. Her daughter?
Yeah.
I don't know about her daughter. I don't know if she's happy or not. I mean, I would believe that she would be happy that her mom's out, so then she can provide for her financially.
Her mom you think she would be happy that her mom that beat on her is back out on the streets?
Allegedly beat on her. Allegedly. Please use that every time there's a charge. Allegedly. Just because you get charged with it doesn't mean you did it.
This is crazy. It's like you let her. She murdered somebody because of you.
I help people.
Was also out on bond in Wharton County for evading arrest.
There's no documentation indicating that Harris County was aware
I'm
that she was
representing on that
on
case
bond.
too.
What case?
I'm representing on that case too in Wharton County.
What is she being charged with?
Evading arrest, like running away from the cops. Allegedly.
Bro, like, what is her net worth, bro? What is her net worth to where you're gonna just have her on retainer like this?
I don't know. All I know is that if I do good on one case, they're gonna keep coming back for their future charges, and they'll bring 10 more friends.
Oh my gosh.
Wharton County. Otherwise, that would have been another bond violation for being charged with a new offense.
On March 30th, Vinglar is ordered to return to the 495th court.
The court tells her, go get a drug test and immediately return after you do that.
Vinglar didn't return to court, becoming a wanted fugitive instead. 2 weeks later, police say she fatally stabbed Zachary Kinney at this apartment complex near Reliant Stadium.
Ms. Vinglar, the allegations are simply that you stabbed this complainant, somebody you're familiar with, according to them. You had suffered from some assaults from him in the past, but there was nothing indicating that he was assaulting you at the time that you allegedly stabbed him in his arm. He later died from his injuries.
There were multiple opportunities.
So she stabbed him in the arm.
Allegedly.
What is the video show? Like, not saying it's your client in the video, but what does this video show?
There's allegations that it's on video. Right now, I'm wearing the full video from the prosecutor's office, so I can do my work.
So you haven't seen the video yet?
Not the full video.
Have you seen the video of like the stab happening?
No, I'm waiting on that.
Vinglar is scheduled to appear in court tomorrow. She's currently being held with no bond set. Reporting live from the courthouse.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. No bond set. I was like, what?
So you argue for the judge to let her out?
Yeah, of course. I always argue for my clients to get out.
And what did the judge say?
The judge said it was kind of funny because the prosecutors were supposed to go on some type of hearing where they have to call witnesses about the alleged murder case. And the prosecutor didn't do that. As soon as like my name's on the case, the prosecutor didn't do that. I don't know why they didn't do that, but they didn't. And they brought in like court staff to testify, her not showing up to court, and that was their method to try to keep her in jail. But you know, I can try to argue for her to get out at the next setting.
So do you think it'll be a travesty if she doesn't get out of jail soon?
I think it'll be because. Like for my cases, like I want my clients out of jail, and they want to be out of jail as well. So then they can have complete, access to me, complete access to their family, complete access to their money, complete access to provide as a regular person in society. Just because you're charged with a crime doesn't mean, the bond should be so crazy high or to even have no bond. You're paying the price. You're paying jail time for something that you're just accused of doing, and you haven't been found guilty yet. So that is where I have a problem because, I need to argue for my client to be out because at this point in time, she is innocent. You know that, right? She hasn't been found guilty. So people are to be innocent until proven guilty. And because she is innocent, she should be out on bond, regardless of how crazy the allegations are.
So if a school shooter went into a school, killed 30 people, but he's not convicted yet, but there's video cameras of him doing it, should he be let out on bond?
If that was my client, I'd argue for him to be out on bond. Just because if you're charged with a crime does not mean you should be paying the price for something you're accused of doing. You should only be punished if you are found guilty. And if they haven't been found guilty yet, you got to treat them as an innocent person. Gideon, let me ask you this. If you were my client and you were charged with some crazy charge, would you want to be out of jail? Would you rather be in jail?
Bro, it doesn't matter. Like, if I was whether I did it or not, anybody would want to be out of jail.
Right, because jail sucks. People steal from you there. People will touch you and assault you there. People will make their way with you in there. They'll bully you for your food. It's hell. And that's not a place for somebody to go who hasn't been found guilty yet. It's, you know what I mean?
So do you think jail shouldn't even be a thing unless you're found guilty?
I think that there's different measures that can be taken to allow a person to be out of jail, to ensure the safety of the community.
Wait, hasn't
right?
she like ran away from court and not shown up to court dates multiple times?
Yeah.
So you want us to let this woman out when she has a track record of not showing back up to court?
There's always some like good reason for that. You know, sometimes people just miss court because they plumb forgot. Sometimes people miss court because their alarm was not set. Transportation issues, like people can have transportation issues. In my experience, a lot of my clients who hire me, who had another attorney, have told me like their attorney gives them the wrong date or just doesn't keep up with them. I keep up with my clients. I tell them, hey, you got a court date, you better show up. I text them the day before, show up to court. And
wait, why didn't she? You were her client, right? She's been your client. Did you text her before? Why didn't she show up?
No, there was other people. I'm talking about other people who have hired me.
I'm talking about her specifically. Why didn't she show up when you texted her?
Sometimes people don't show up because they have transportation issues. You know that, right? Places like Texas, it's you need a car to get around. It's not like New York where you can just get on the subway and go to court, you know? But if you need a car and you don't have a car, life is very difficult for you, especially if you don't have much money.
Jay Oma, bro, how much do I have to pay you to just drop this woman's case, bro?
Hey, I have a duty to my clients. And when I sign onto a case, my job is to attack.
Jay Oma, I will give you $100,000 if you drop all your trauma cases in this woman.
I can't do that, man. My clients need me. And they're not chomos. They're people who are accused of crimes. Stop doing that. Because you could be charged with a crime. You could be charged with, those type of charges. Should I call you a chomo? No. I believe in being innocent until proven guilty. So until then, the world can call you a chomo, but I will never call you a chomo. I will call you my client. And you will see what happens. Is she your friend? I would say my clients are my friends.
Wait, hold on. So this is your friend.
Man, look at that photo. Doesn't it look like she got beat up? She looks like she got beat up with
Fuck, I hate you!
Doesn't it look like she has a busted lip?
I hate you!
Her hair is pulled. She looks really, really bad. That looks like a victim of domestic violence right there. Doesn't she?
Well, you know what? I would expect some punches on her face when, she's literally stabbing somebody. Definitely he would punch her if he stabbed her.
What I want to know is how are you so sure that she stabbed first? What I want to know is how are you so sure that the other person didn't have a weapon?
Did he have a weapon?
About to find out. There's so many things that we don't know yet.
What is the likelihood that you're gonna get her off?
Well, I believe in myself. I'm gonna do my work.
Are you guys taking this to trial?
I don't know yet because there's different ways to attack it before trial. I try to make cases get dismissed before trial because trial is where you're risking life. You know what I mean? Like that's where there's no more negotiation. There's no more talking. It's all we're going to go for not guilty, and they're going to go for a maximal conviction.
So she's facing life in prison.
It's possible.
Wait, what kind of murder is she charged with? Is it first degree murder?
No, there's no first degree. It's either just murder or capital murder in Texas. So capital murder is capital murder bumps it up to where without parole is so regular murder you're looking at 99 years in prison. Regular murder, okay? Capital murder, you could be looking at the death penalty or minimum 25 years to life without parole, which that would suck. So yeah, the death penalty is one of those things that a lot of people fear because if you're found guilty, the jury can give you the death penalty.
So she's not facing the death penalty.
No, it's just regular murder. Capital murder is like killing a kid, killing somebody in the process of committing another felony. Like if you're robbing somebody and you killed somebody while you're robbing somebody, allegedly, then you could be looking at capital murder.
Is that your favorite word? Like how many times a day do you think you say the word allegedly?
I say it in my mind a lot But when I talk to my clients, I don't really say it. It's more like we know it's alleged. Doesn't mean it happened. Just because you're accused of it doesn't mean it happened.
So was somebody else in that apartment with her when she stabbed him, or did someone just break in, stab him, then run off?
It depends what I can argue. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Wow. Wow.
You know I do what I do, dude. You know that.
Wow. When's the next court date for this monster, allegedly?
You mean my client? I don't know. I know it's probably like in about a month or 2 months.
I'm gonna go to court and tell her next time you see her. Tell her I said that she's a very rough 30.
Man, I just hope that her black eyes heal.
Okay, I'm hanging up. No. Because Jay Yoma let her out of jail. Her being let out of jail led to someone dying, allegedly. Y'all saying it gotta be the money? Chat, bro. Do y'all think this has money? This is the apartment complex she was living at. Do y'all think this has money? He's just doing this for the love of the game. You platform these kinds of people. I love when people say you platform these kinds of people. Like, chat, man. Does the BBC ever get shit? Would the BBC get shit if they did an interview with Putin? Would the BBC get, or would NBC get, or Dateline get shit if they did an interview with freaking Netanyahu or Kim Jong-un or any of these people? Would anybody be mad? This is reality. This is the real world. I denounce it. I'm not out here being like, oh man, this is the greatest thing ever. I'm not out here doing that. I'm calling it out for what it is, but it's also reality. You guys are mad at me, but if I didn't put this to your guys' attention, you guys would have never known about this. And to be fair, I do see both sides, right? I do see both sides. Like, chat, man. Genuinely. And I pray that none of this happens to anybody in here. Anybody in here or myself. But if we were ever accused of child molestation, if we were ever accused of murder, any of those crimes, wouldn't you guys call Jay Yoma or somebody like him? Put a W or L in the chat. Get a real lawyer, not a clout chaser. You're saying clout chaser, but this shit's not clout. Like, he's really representing her. He's not like, oh, she needs a lawyer. He's actually doing this. Like, the thing about Jay Yoma, I think that is a lot, like, he says what a lot of defense lawyers won't say. He says the quiet part out loud. He's actually honest. And, I mean, as much as we can hate on Jay Yoma, how much of a shit job do you have to be doing as a prosecutor to fail to keep her? She literally has a history of bailing out, and you can't argue better for the fact that she needs to stay in. And how shit are these prosecutors and how shit are these judges? That's how I look at it.